Hey guys, and welcome to a currently reading for this week. This is everything that I'm reading right now and things that I plan on picking up throughout the week. This will hopefully go by really quickly. I just have a few things to show you. The first thing that I'm reading right now is called Revenger by Alastair Reynolds. I was lucky enough to be sent this by the publisher Golans. Really appreciate them sending this to me. Actually, Stevie over at the booktube channel Sablecaught is a publicist for Golans, and she was nice enough to respond to my email and get this over to me, which I was very much excited about. This is a book that I've been really anticipating reading for a few months now. I know of several booktubers who have either started to read it or have read it or are about to read it, and I'm just glad I get to be among one of them. And I'm going to definitely do a review of this when I'm done with it. I'll probably just film it next weekend and post it sometime next week. I am enjoying it so far. The first 100 pages were kind of so-so, and it was very much like a sort of frolicking, overly fast-paced, misguided adventure kind of thing. But it's like, after the first 100 pages, it's made this crazy U-turn at light speed in the other direction, and it's definitely getting interesting, and I'm very excited about it. I think the first little bit that I was kind of so-so on was maybe meant to be that way, and it's kind of going against the expectations it sort of set up for me in those first 100 pages, because I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it, and now I'm way more interested, and I'm really intrigued to see where it goes. All you need to know about this one is space pirates. Space pirates. Really weird worlds. A universe of really weird worlds, that is. There's a lot of strange stuff happening in this. It's very mystical while at the same time being very spacey. Like it has a sort of feel to like Star Wars a tiny bit in that it kind of blurs the line between fantasy and science fiction, whereas I'm not really seeing as much science fiction as I thought I would, but it's definitely a lot of fun so far, and I am looking forward to talking about it more when I'm done with it. So, and then I'm also with Giselle. Giselle and I are going to be reading Bleak House by Charles Dickens all throughout the month of October. We kind of have a set schedule of like how many pages we're reading a day. We're reading about 40 pages a day, and then we can, talk about it and stuff. I'm a little bit behind, I think, but I think she's also a little bit behind, but we'll both catch up and we'll finish it and hopefully enjoy it. This is a reread for her. She's already read it, and she really wants me to watch the show. I guess it's like a mini series, and I was like, I don't want to watch that until I actually read the book, so she's having me read the book with her, and I am liking it so far. It's kind of strange. This is really like the first lengthy Charles Dickens book that I've read, and I do enjoy his writing, even if there's a bit too much of it at times. Like there's some times when I'm just like, I didn't know so little could be said with so many words, but I do hope to keep making my way through that at a steady pace and hopefully enjoy it. And then I'm also, sometime whenever I finish Revenger, I'll probably be picking up another book from my pile of ARCs that I have from publishers, and I will be posting an ARC haul from September / early October within the next few days, probably sometime before the week is out. So I have several books that I'd like to show you that I've gotten and that I'll be reviewing over the next couple of months. And then also through audiobooks, I'm going to be listening to, I've already started listening to this, I'm about halfway through it now, Physics of the Future by Michio Kaku, and it's super interesting so far. I'm really enjoying it a lot. I just find the way he's telling this, the way he's explaining everything really works for me. He's kind of making comparisons to history and how technology and advancements were viewed in history, how certain specific people throughout history have predicted certain events within technology, things that will happen later on technologically within our world. And he's kind of trying to do the same thing, where he has his nose in all of these things that he's talking about. He knows where a lot of these technological advances are right now, so he can kind of give us an idea of where our understanding of the world and our technology within the world, where our understanding of ourselves will be 100 years from now. So it's a study of where we're going to be within the next century, and I'm really enjoying it a lot, and I like his writing, and actually listening to some science nonfiction. I've mentioned that in a couple of my currently reading videos that I'm trying to get into more of that. It's actually working for me kind of well. I listened to A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking last week, and actually it didn't all go over my head. I actually kind of understood it a bit. I think I'll need to re-listen to it at some point, but I think that would have been the case if I had read it physically as well. I kind of actually like having someone sit there and narrate to me these things, these scientific ideas. I'm just really interested in learning more about physics right now, and I'm going to hopefully find some more stuff to listen to in that regard. Another thing that I have listened to that I checked out from Overdrive is called A Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson, which is actually read by the author, so that should hopefully be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. If any of you ever read any physics nonfiction kind of thing, or anything within the same vein that I'm talking about. I have several books on Audible within the Great Courses, which I mentioned a couple weeks ago. There's a series of audiobooks on Audible called The Great Courses, and there's a bunch of science ones and physics ones that I'm going to be trying to listen to and see how that goes. But yeah, anyway, I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts if you've had any experience with those. And then a quick little writing update. I am deep into my planning for NaNoWriMo. I'm going to be starting on November 1st for NaNoWriMo for this book that I'm trying to write. And actually, NaNoWriMo at the beginning of October allows you to kind of like announce the novel you're going to be working on and let you actually put stuff in for it, like put the title in, like a synopsis or a cover, just whatever. Just you'll be able to add this book that you're hopefully going to be starting to write in November to your NaNoWriMo profile page. So I've done that. The book that I'm trying to write is called The Sinking City. It's a fantasy. It's a mix between fantasy and science fiction. It's definitely more of a fantasy, but a lot of the research that I'm doing is on the science side. Like most of the research I'm doing has to do with science and just these ideas that I'm interested in. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it all plays out. I'm extremely excited for it. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I'm making really good progress on it, and hopefully that'll all come to fruition as I start to write in November. And I'm hoping you guys are going to try to do NaNoWriMo if you're interested as well. I would love to be your writing buddy on NaNoWriMo on the NaNoWriMo website if you have a writing page on there. I'll put a link to my author page down below in the description, so definitely go add me on there if you're planning on writing or if you want to follow my progress as I write. I'm definitely going to be updating as much as possible on there, hopefully every day. My goal is to write a little bit more than the NaNoWriMo goal every day, because this book is definitely going to be longer than 50,000 words, and I'm going to keep on writing it after NaNoWriMo is over. So my goal is to reach 2,000 words a day. I think I can do that, especially with all this planning I'm doing. I think I can do it. All I have to do is figure out how to keep myself from self-editing as I write. And that's a big problem I've always had, but I'm going to try harder than I ever have before to just write, not think about what I've written, and just keep on going with it and just keep on pushing through and not edit myself while I do so. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's all I have to talk about today. Definitely let me know if you're participating in NaNoWriMo. Let me know if you're interested in anything that I talked about today. I'd love to hear what you're currently reading or writing or thinking about writing. The sun's pretty much set on me at this point. All the lighting in here is like artificial lighting now, which I don't enjoy, and I'm not talking as clearly as I would like to at the moment. So I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later with more.